Hey, welcome to A Game for Thoughts. Today we're talking about Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 follows Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends as they go to stop Shadow and Eggman and Rouge. That's kind of it, really. So Sonic Adventure 2 was very, very different from Sonic Adventure 1. Sonic Adventure 1 had several characters that you played through and their weird, convoluted, confusing plot, but Sonic Adventure 2 has these characters working together in a singular plot instead of different perspectives from the same plot. I thought that was a far better approach to the gameplay. It just made the story a little bit more engaging, a little bit more entertaining, and I liked following the different characters and then seeing the other side of it from the dark side, so playing through the light side and seeing what Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails are up to, and then playing through the dark side and following Eggman, Shadow, and Rouge. It was really great and tons of fun, and I really enjoyed just the silly writing and the fun situations they got themselves into. It's not like the best, most deepest story you've ever seen, but it's tons of fun and really enjoyable. So the gameplay of Sonic Adventure 2 definitely has a little bit more of a linear approach. It has more of that 3D Sonic feel that you probably get from Generations and things like that. And so you start at the beginning of a level and you just have to run through to the end, collect rings, defeat enemies, and platforming. And it's really enjoyable. And it was tons of fun. I really loved playing as Sonic. His levels were very quick and fun and just felt like Sonic games. It just was really fluid. And then Tails has like her Tails has his Tails has his mech that he uses to go around and shoot stuff. And then Knuckles was terrible. I hated Knuckles. Once again, his hot cold Chaos Emerald search was just terrible. Every time Knuckles showed up, I was just like, ugh, I don't wanna. It was terrible. The sensor thing just wasn't reliable. I just never knew where to go. The areas I felt like were a little too big and just was a little bit more frustrating than I wanted it to be. And all these same things can be said for Shadow, Knuckles, or Shadows, Rouge, and Eggman. I thought that Shadow stages were the best. I would say probably out of every single stage in the game, anytime Shadow was playing was awesome. Unfortunately, I feel like Shadow didn't get enough time to shine, especially since he had like the deepest story with his backstory and things like that, and it was just I love Shadow in this game because I'm a total just Shadow dude, and it's just like, yeah, I'm dark and brooding, what about it, you know? It's tons of fun. Shadow's ridiculous and I love him, and it was great to play as Shadow, and his levels were fantastic. Rouge ties right along with Knuckles. They're really annoying. I hated the Rouge stages. Eggman was great too, along with Tails. I'd definitely say Sonic and Shadow go first and then second, and then I'd say Tails, Eggman, and then Rouge and Knuckles. It goes in that order. And it was tons of fun. The gameplay is really enjoyable. It's really fluid, and it's just very fast, as you would expect Sonic to be. I liked how it bounced between the different characters because it had a fluid story that you were able to follow, but it let you play the different perspectives of the characters, giving you kind of a break from different ones. Like I said, not a fan of the Knuckles stages, and I feel like there was an odd amount of Knuckles stages, but maybe it might just because I enjoyed the other ones so much, and I hated the Knuckles ones so much, those ones really stood out to me. But it just was tons of fun. It let you bounce around, play different characters, so you weren't doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it ends with a pretty satisfying conclusion that was just like, yeah, that was tons of fun. I really enjoyed my time with Sonic Adventure 2. Graphically, this game is a GameCube game. It's a 2000s game. I mean, it doesn't look anything too crazy now. It hasn't aged super poorly, but it hasn't aged the best either. It still looks and runs pretty well. I played on the GameCube on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and it was tons of fun. I didn't have any problems with it. I mean, there were a few camera issues, I'd say, was probably the big thing. Oh, and audio issues. Let's talk about those audio issues. So the biggest thing in Sonic Adventure is the music is awesome. I love the music. Who does not love Escape to the City? It's the best song in the whole game, and probably one of the greatest songs ever. No, I wouldn't go that far, but the music is fantastic. The biggest thing is that it's turned up way too loud. They're like, Crush 40, you killed it. We're going to just crank your music up. And it's like, okay, awesome. Like, but it's going to block out a lot of the dialogue. And it's like, oh, okay. I feel like the dialogue's kind of important. Like, they have subtitles. They'll figure it out. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we have subtitles, but we can't hear nothing these characters say because the Crush 40 soundtrack is too awesome. The voice acting itself is pretty great in comparison to Sonic Adventure 1. I mean, anything's better than that. But the audio was just way too mixed very oddly that the dialogue just got overshadowed by the music, which ended up being okay because the music was fantastic. I love the music in Sonic Adventure 2 and was easily the best part of the whole game was just the music. I could listen to that soundtrack all the time because it's so great. So in the end, should you play Sonic Adventure 2? If you haven't already, you need to because this is a must-play Sonic experience. It's not the best game by any means. It is not a perfect game. It has a few problems here and there, but definitely a far better improvement upon Sonic Adventure 1. The graphics look pretty rad. The game plays really well. I love Sonic. I hate Knuckles and Rouge. Their levels were terrible, and I can't wait to never play those again. But the Sonic and Shadow stages were the best. They were the best highlights of the game. The music was phenomenal. I wish the audio could have been mixed a little bit better, and a lot of camera angles were really terrible, especially in the very, very last last level, like the final rush with like where you're gonna play as all the characters, that level was terrible. I hated it so much. And just because Sonic's section had such terrible camera angles that it was hard to see what I was doing, and I died so many times. It was so frustrating. But lucky for you, I played this game here on YouTube, so if you want to watch me play through this game, have some fun with it, go and check out that whole series. I'll put a link for it over here at the end of the video. So, in the end, should you play Sonic Adventure? Yeah, I think you should play Sonic Adventure. It's on sale on Steam every once in a while. It's on the Xbox Marketplace, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure it's even on the PlayStation Marketplace as well. But I played it on the GameCube, just classic experience. I didn't even talk about the Chow Garden, but I didn't really like the Chow Garden anyway, so I wouldn't have anything nice to say about it. But in the end, Sonic Adventure 2, absolutely worth your time. You should definitely go play Sonic Adventure 2. Hey, thank you so much for watching my quick review on Sonic Adventure 2. I hope you liked this game. I enjoyed it. It's not the best game, but it's fun. It's definitely just a guilty pleasure, I think is the best way to put it. It's not a good game, but it's not a bad game either. It's a pretty enjoyable game. So, what do you think about Sonic Adventure 2? Let me know down below. And if you want to help me out, if you want to hit like, subscribe, and the bell to get notified every time I post a new video, that'd be awesome. And if you want to head over to twitch.tv/thegameforyourthoughts, I'm streaming there all the time. I'd love to see you there. So, thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll catch you guys next time on A Game for Your Thoughts.